So I'm working on the handstand technique along with some strength. I'm trying to get my head in between my arms, and I'm also trying to work on the press. It's feeling stronger and stronger ever since I still haven't been able to do it, but this was probably the closest I've been since the last time I was able to do two presses. And here I like to talk about how you should iterate on things. Things should always be evolving. The only constant thing is change. So for the context of exercise, your fitness routine shouldn't be the same thing. I mean, this is a pretty beginner thing that you shouldn't just stick to the same exercise program. You should be progressing it. Now, this here exercise has a bit of improvisation built into it, where you have to go in a bit of flow. So you go in between all the exercises, you flow between them, and you're improvising which hand to go to which foot, which direction to hinge your hips, and all that. And that comes around to my nighttime stretching routine. I've been doing a very similar nighttime stretching routine for about a year. So I am going to not record mine tonight, and I'm really going to think about what the next iteration should be, because I feel like it's really starting to be a plateau. I can do the splits, I can do the front splits easily. I can do a middle splits at the very beginner level, calves touching the floor, hands supported, but I need to add some more challenge. I think I am making progress with the middle splits, but the front splits, no, I think I'm going to need to figure out what the next evolution is. So here I did the splits during the day, and I was like, it's such slow progress, and I feel like I'm not really obtaining any useful capabilities. So I'm thinking about leg lifts. I'm thinking about elevating the front leg for the splits. And even in my bridge, the straight arm implementation is potent in a stimulus. But I'm thinking about experimenting more with movement as in traveling in the bridge position. So even though it looks like my groin is touching the ground, it's just my calves here. And when I did this leg lift, this is where it really kind of gave me the epiphany that, like, I think I need to build more strength in my stretching routine, my flexibility routine. I need to build more range of motion. I need to build flexibility and the range of motion mobility at the same time. So this one, I'm really excited to see if I actually did a good technique with the head going through. This one I did not look at yet prior, but I was really trying to go in between each one of these presses here to put my head in between my hands, which I did somewhat of an okay job. Here is a bit of balancing throughout my movements. I do a lot of pushing movements, a lot of leg movements, and I don't really care about pulling movements. So I'd like to get a little call from you, maybe leave a comment down. What are some goals, that could get me excited about pull training? Because I'm just doing the hanging, I'm just doing the pull-ups as they're just, I think, some a good enough way of training. So let me know what you guys do for pulling, so I could get a little bit excited for that kind of training. This is a exercise intending to make my knees more resilient. I had a close colleague who very much damaged his leg, tore an ACL. So I'm taking extra precautions in that area. So remember, like, comment, subscribe if you want to help out the channel. Bye-bye.